Hi, good morning. It's Vlogmas Day 7, and I'm Rihanna. I'm the host of the I Like Needles podcast, and I'm here this morning to tell you about my things. I've been making things and doing things, and I want to tell you about them. So, let's start out with the thing in my hand. It's tea. Day 7 of my tea calendar. It's called The Buzz. Zesty, jitter-free alertness. I am a person who goes to bed way too early, so maybe I'll try this tonight and see if it can keep me awake. I need to get more knitting done, so maybe this will help. It looks like it is a green tea base with ginger, apple, lemongrass, licorice root, and lemon peel. Did I say that already? I don't know. It's really tiny writing. I'm trying to read it. Yes, very excited. This is going to be tasty. So maybe tonight I will stay awake and finish my Northwind Headband. This is my work in progress that I am getting very excited to be able to wear. I am just past the halfway point for the headband. I will try it on for funsies. Here we go. Oh, that is, so it's gonna be a little twisted. So this looks very good. I'm gonna be warm and stylish, they say. So that is the work in progress. I'm very, very happy about it. It's coming along good. I really like brioche. It is easy, and if you mess up, you can't really see it. So it's good for me to work on at night when I am tired. I don't know, do I have another work in progress? Oh, I do. It's the sock tube. For those of you who maybe didn't watch any of my other episodes yet, I have chosen to make an attempt at knitting an entire skein of sock yarn in one piece and then making multiple pairs of socks out of it. I am hoping for 3 with contrast toes, heels, and cuffs. So I believe it may be possible. I will grab it and show it to you. Okay, so it's here it is. It is pretty long. I still have, I don't know, I didn't weigh the cake, but it was a full skein of West Yorkshire Spinners Christmas sock yarn. So I don't know the details of that. I would have to look it up, and I guess I can put it in the notes. It's just a sock on small circular needles. It's taking forever, and I haven't worked on it since I cast on the headband, I want to say. Usually I would work on this during D&D, but we're on a break, so no sock knitting. That is okay with me because it's feeling like it's gonna take forever and I'm a little bit demoralized, so that is just fine. I guess that is the end of my works in progress. I have finished objects for you. They are right here. The first one is the tiny sweater this was completed before, but I built a small hanger for it so I can put it onto, I can put it onto my grapevine wreath that I crafted earlier this year. So it's gonna be a little hard to see. Yes, well, you get the idea. Tiny hanger. I made it out of wire and a needle gauge ruler. So, well, I used that to craft it. Anyway, I filmed it and I put it in Vlogmas day 4 and 5 vlog. So you can watch a super speed up version of me making a little hanger. It was really fun, and I definitely will be making more of them for other items for the decorative wreath. I'm going for a winter theme. I am not limiting myself to garments. I think there's gonna be some other little things. I saw some really cute patterns while I was looking for the next thing to put on, but I will talk about that after the finished objects. The final finished object is a sweater that I think I talked about briefly in the second or first Vlogmas. I had thrown it in the washing machine on the hand wash setting to see how it would go for blocking. And I didn't know how it turned out in that vlog, and now I do. So here it is, my somewhat beleaguered Mame sweater. This is a vintage inspired cropped short sleeve sweater. It's knit in 2 pieces and seamed. This sweater has been through it. I was so diligent about weaving in my ends, and then I cut the sweater when I was cutting the ends, and I had to do a grafting repair on the front because I chopped it right on the chest. So I was really mad about that. Anyway, here's my crappy grafting. It's okay because you can't really see it from a distance, and if someone is getting that close to my chest, they're allowed to see that. That's cool. So, oh yeah, wine colored sock yarn for the front, and a beautiful variegated hand dyed, I want to call this like a plum, like a silvery plum. Yes, let's call it that. 2 very nice colors, and I feel like this sweater is reversible. So double duty in the closet. Very excited about that. This is definitely going to get worn. I've already worn it before it was blocked. It was comfortable. I like it. It can stay. I really want to make other vintage 1950s sweaters because they work really well in my wardrobe. Yeah, so this is the Mame sweater pattern. It was written by Subversive Femme, who has a website, which I will put in the description, along with the whatever details I can remember about this project. I think I might have blogged it, but I don't really keep up with blogging, so it might be on my website. We will see. Anyway, that is the finished objects that I have. The only other thing that I can think of that I wanted to share today was the future knit that I want to cast on soon. I'm gonna probably wait until my headband is done because this will be a little brainier. It is a tiny sock pattern. It's a very special one. I spent a good bit of one evening combing through the internets to find a tiny sock that was knitted flat, because during the adventure of knitting the tiny sweater, I discovered that I absolutely detest knitting really small circumference things in the round. It was extremely difficult for me, so I don't want to do it again, and I was rewarded for my diligence in Google Fooing, and I found this really cute little tiny sweater or tiny sock pattern on a blog called Little Cotton Rabbits. I'll show it to you. It is constructed flat. So you can see the heel is knitted on both sides, one at a time, and then everything is seamed together at the back, and you get these adorable tiny little itty bitty socks. So I will again be pulling out the 2mm needles and making some little things. I hope I don't get second sock syndrome on this, because these are really small and that would be extraordinarily sad. But I definitely would not put it past me, because I am a serial knot finisher. I don't know how to, I get distracted. I don't like how things are going, and then I just put it away or whatever, I'm working on that. Yeah, so that's my future knit for a sock. I am going to use the same color of yarn as I did for the sweater, and then I'm gonna add in this cream colored yarn as a contrast for some little detail. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know, we'll see. So red sock, cream contrast, or maybe opposite. Maybe I'll do one of each, I don't know. So these are the yarn for the tiny sock. It's a full moon, did you know? The energy is getting me. Woo! Jokes aside, I do have a witchy kitchen project that I'm gonna work on. I like to make tinctures out of various things that I grow, and I have some mugwort that I harvested, and also the last of my garden sage, so I thought I would throw those together into a tincture this evening and put that in my cabinet. So yeah, I'm gonna do that later. In other exciting yard work news, I feel like this is a thing for me. I'm gonna tell you guys about yard work. I really love it. It's good that I love it, because this house that I have just moved to has a big yard that has unfortunately been neglected. So yeah, this morning I took Chuck outside in the rain, and I was tearing down branches from a semi-large tree that got blown down in a windstorm last winter. It's pretty dry. The branches were pretty big, which was exciting for me. I felt very strong. But anyway, so I was pulling these branches off of this big tree, because it's sort of a small part of the tree is pinning down part of my hedge that I want to keep in the backyard along the back fence line. Our property backs onto a campground that is open seasonally, but it also stores campers over the winter. And so I just want to preserve as much of that visual barrier as I can, for obvious reasons. So yeah, I did a little bit of gardening. I don't think that's gardening. I did a little bit of yard work. And I worked on Chuck's recall, which is pretty good. So yeah, we played in the yard. I did, I did that. I did a bunch of stretching this morning. And I have decided to take the day off work because yesterday I captioned many videos and my brain is totally fried. So today I'm just gonna catch up on housework and resting for the rest of the day. And if I am very lucky, this energizing jitter-free tea will give me the energy I need to get to the end of the brioche section of my headband. That would be good. So yes, send me those vibes. Anyway, this is getting long and I am sorry if that is not your vibe today. I hope you have a good middle and rest of the week. I will be back with more vlogs later. Goodbye.